Long time no talk. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but my eyes, you guys. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I bought this, it's a cream that I have been prescribed from the dermatologist. I went in person before, and they had prescribed me this cream called tretinoin. And it was great. It's a great cream for like getting rid of dark spots, freckles if you've got too many. It gets rid of acne scarring. It just does really well with like resurfacing your skin so you don't like the sun doesn't age you, because I'm out in the sun a lot, and regardless of all the protection I do, I still get freckles everywhere. And I don't necessarily want them all over my face. Now, I have been trying to get into the dermatologist to get this cream again, because I had used the whole tube and it was gone. They had prescribed it. There was a problem with the pharmacy. They couldn't fill it because I don't know why. And then I had to reschedule my dermatologist appointment, which I go, I think sometime this month, maybe next month. I don't know. I'll have to look. And I just could not wait because my skin was suffering really bad. So I went online. You know how you see those, fill out this form and you can get ABC product prescribed to you from a certified professional. Okay? I'm doing that because I really don't know. So I went on there, paid $30, got a big old tube of the tretinoin. But the difference was, prior, the first time I used it, it was a 0.05% strength. This time, it was a 1.0 strength. Katie, well, I had used it as directed. The first time it worked great. It totally resurfaced my skin. Well, the second time I used it, you guys, I put my moisturizer, I put the cream on first, then I put the moisturizer on. I had thought that enough time had went by and the cream was dry. And so I went around and I rubbed everywhere with moisturizer. That fucking cream got all around my eyes and above my eyes. Like, let me show you. Like all above my eyes, and right here you can see this, it's like peeling. It's basically like a chemical burn I've had around my eyes. And it, like without makeup and filters and all that, I look 10 years older. It's scary. It's scaring me. I've had a very tough struggle with it for the last couple weeks, which is why I've not made a video showing my face, but I want to show you some projects that I've been doing. So this stick right here is wisteria from my front yard that I grew. It has, the reason it's like that, because I had like a black, almost like a wrought iron type. It's obviously not wrought iron, but it's like that style of little like section of gate. Katie, can you not do that? Katie, every time I start paying attention to anything else besides her, she starts throwing a fit. But it was growing, wrapping around the wrought iron for the last, I don't know, few years. And it was struggling, and my wisteria looked like shit. So I cut it down. And let me show you this in the sunlight. Hold on. There we go. It's so beautiful. And the little teardrop crystals, I got those from Ben Franklin Crafts in Kingsport. It was like a pretty big pack of them for, It was a pretty big pack of them for like $6. They're acrylic, so they're not real crystal, and they don't catch the sun as intensely as the real crystals do, but still, they're really pretty. And I just think that's so cute. And these other little gems. These were on clearance. I got these on clearance from Michael's. They were like $2 with a bunch of other little crystals. And one of you guys, one of my loyal supporters, she has been buying my art for many years now, and I'm so grateful and thankful for her. And all of you guys that support me and buy my art, it helps me, it helps this channel, it helps me continue to afford art supplies and do all my crafts and share them with you. I am waiting, the loyal subscriber that I'm talking about, she purchased one of my little walnut ornaments. She wanted a green one, and I could have swore I had a green crystal around here, like one of the sparkly faceted ones, but I didn't, so I had to reorder those, which is why it's kind of taking so long. I feel bad. I'm already done with the piece, and I just want to show it to you guys. So she really likes the more macabre things. Sorry, I've got it on portrait video. I don't know if it's gonna pick up focus, but it's, you can see this little green skull, and then we've got the ornament itself. Let's see if it will focus on this. Yep, there we go. I did complete gold foil on the inside, and the little house I made by hand with a little stick that I have, or it's a little craft stick that I got from Joann's. Couple dollars. It's like basswood. It's really easy to cut, and it's got a kyanite walkway and some kyanite crystals back there, and it's got some moss. I kind of wanted to do a simpler one so that the house really stands out. And of course, this is a walnut shell, Tennessee black walnut from my backyard. And it's got the little green crystals. I'm just waiting for the other crystal to come in the mail, and it will then have a big sparkly green crystal in the center. It was so much fun to make this one. And then let me show you another craft that I did. So I don't know if I showed you, I did a shorts video on this this plant, this potted plant ornament decoration. You could see it was just like all of my spare random, like, you know, if you do a project with beads, you usually have a few spare left over, and I just collect those and save them. And you can see I kind of wanted to do I had a lot of the purple ones, as you can see, so I kind of focused, I tried to like spread the purple out evenly. And then I did this one, which is different. It's more of a sun catcher, a hanging one. Similar, actually, it's like a similar design, but they look totally different. This one's more bubbly and round, and this one's more sharp. It's because I used two different things for like a mold. This one I used like a cardboard tube, and this one I used the Mod Podge or the tacky glue bottle. But this one's lighter. This one, I had a lot of blue crystals that I had left over, and then of course it has that center jewel. And then I used the acrylic one for that, because these have a hole drilled in the top that you could just string some wire through and make a little bail. I love these. So this is just a straight hammered. Of course, I want to go back and like hammer this piece of wire, because when you hammer the wire, it gets stronger and holds its shape better. I need to do that all the way down so it isn't as floppy. But this one, I did hammer it a little bit, but it's hanging, so it doesn't really matter. And I love this one because you can just like stick it right into a potted plant like this. You can just, boop, and there it is. You got a beautiful heart. Oh, you need some more water, Katie? Here. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So if you guys have any advice on dry skin around the eye, on anything that I could do, please leave me some comments down below, because I am struggling. Like, I don't even want to leave the house. I'm so insecure about it. Because as a woman, you know, you're taught, you're groomed, you're brought up to care about your looks. And a lot of women, they, you know, have a secure support system around them of other women who help them to get through life without that, like, that controlling of their looks. I mean, this is just like my experience. I mean, it's obviously a woman's experience to care about your looks. But see, as growing up, I always felt ugly. I felt ugly. I got teased because I was a redhead with big buck teeth that didn't fit my body until I was like 20. Like, my teeth were like really, it's like when you see me, you've seen my teeth first, okay? And I got teased for that. So I grew up thinking I was ugly. And then in my late teens, early 20s, I lost a bunch of weight, and I started to get conventionally attractive, okay? And people started treating me so different. People treated me, it was like night and day how different I was treated. So as a young, naive 20-year-old, I got my mind like hooked onto that and was like, if I'm beautiful, people will be nice to me. People will be good to me. I will get through life without being tortured and like terrorized for just because I'm like ugly, you know? And so I've become disordered in my thinking in terms of like how I view myself and how I want others to view me. And it's all because of fucking society. And I've experienced both aspects of being ugly and being beautiful and hot and perfect. Like, I've experienced that. Not trying to sound conceited. I know it does, no matter how much you say. I'm not trying to. It comes off as that, and I'm sorry. Oh well. I'm just speaking about my experience. And when you like, I've gotten to a point where, like, I'm now working through this fear of like not wanting to be conventionally unattractive because of one, I like the people around me. There's one person around me, and y'all can just guess who. The way he treats unattractive women, the way he has treated me when I gained weight, like, he was awful to me. And like, the skinnier I get, the better he is to me, which is so fucked up, and why I have this deep rage towards him, and this deep fear of not wanting to be perceived as ugly and old because of how people will treat me. Which is why I've never been one of those assholes, you know. I've always, like, when I used to go around people, I would go into a party or go into a new school or something, and usually the people who everybody else is picking on, that's who I would become friends with. And I would like defend them and help them not get bullied. And like, that's why I come off as like some kind of guard dog, because like, that's what I was to a lot of people, because I hate seeing people be treated like shit. It pisses me off. So there's my little bit of vulnerability for the day. Yeah, leave me some comments down below, some advice, some love. Yeah, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.